So, say, what up, YouTube? You already know who it is. It is your boy, Rennie D, and I'm here for more reactions. But remember that this is the month of October, so please send some donations to help support Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And also, please send some donations to Florida to help support them due to the tragedy known as Hurricane Michael. So, I'm looking at some of these videos from Watch Mojo, and one of them immediately caught my eye. And that is the top 10 Cartoon Network series of the 1990s. Now, if any of y'all had watched Cartoon Network in the 1990s through 2000s, y'all were at the golden age. Because your boy was at that golden age. I was about 4 or 5. But it was one of the best childhoods that you can watch for cartoons that day. So we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 Cartoon Network series of the 1990s featuring Cat. Well, I don't see her last name, but the video's by Watch Mojo. The link to the video's in the description down below. So let's get into this mojo. That sounded a little bit weird.
Back in the heydays of the 1990s, there was no better way to spend an evening than with Cartoon Fridays. Well, at least not any way that was legal. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down the top 10 Cartoon Network series of the 1990s.
Set them free! Set us free! I don't think so.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we're taking a look back at the most creative and memorable animated series that started sometime between 1990 and 1999. Hi, I'm Cressida, and not only am I a certified Watch Mojo addict, it's true, but I might be considered by some a reasonable authority on Cartoon Network classics, given I voiced a certain hyper-inquisitive, always meddlesome older sister on the Cartoon Network Laboratory. That's right.
So,
not only am I Dee Dee, but I'm fortunate to voice roles for Disney, Marvel, LucasArts, Southtown, Ubisoft, and Bethesda.
Oh!
It seems so very strange that all these folks would just show up. I better click on this one and I will do this.
Y'all know Dexter's Lab was one of my top cartoons in my childhood,
siblings
along with Ed and Ed.
I'm here to settle all disputes by counting down which Cartoon Network shows really were the best. Oh, and a little Watch Mojo disclaimer. Though I may be a teeny bit biased, I promise no pink ballet shoes or obnoxious pigtail button pushing determine the outcome of this list. Ready? Let's kick off the countdown.
Bunny, 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 bunny. Okay, let's go. Okay, stop.
Number 10. What a cartoon. What better way to kick off the list than with a show that brought life to the Cartoon Network we all know and love? In order for artists and animators to explore their creativity, the Hanna-Barbera Studios president started this little animation showcase where new animators and even Hanna-Barbera's own crew members could show off cartoon shorts that they had made themselves.
Crying out loud, is anyone listening?
That sounds like Brian from...
dog that speaks English. What? You know, what's that a Jack Russell Terrier that spoke
I think this is the cartoon that started Family Guy.
Brought us hilarious and entertaining clips every week. It also served as a start for great cartoonists like, say, Seth MacFarlane, Butch Hartman, and Craig McCracken, to name a few.
That was pretty good, huh? Yeah, all except for that meat jam.
As it happens, more than a few of the shorts on What a Cartoon eventually turned into the cartoon classics we've all come to adore. Number 9. Cartoon Planet. For Remember the Hanna-Barbera superhero Space Ghost? Of course you do. Well, when he wasn't hosting his talk show, he and two of his old enemies, Brack and Zorak, started hosting their own variety show, Cartoon Planet.
Hop all around like a kangaroo, you're almost ready to hoodly-hoo.
What started off as an hour of cartoons was eventually repackaged into its own half-hour show, where pretty much anything goes.
Bad bug, what you gonna do? Better surrender when I come for you.
Weird original songs, cartoon countdowns, ad-lib skits, poetry readings. Yet nothing was too surreal or too funny for this program. For Cartoon Network's 20th year, the series was revived, with Brack and Zorak taking over Cartoon Planet's reins.
Hello, everybody!
Stop it. Stop already.
Time for Cartoon Planet!
Number 8. I Am Weasel. Talk about a twisted take on Pop Goes the Weasel. I Am Weasel follows the misadventures of the dim-witted I.R. Baboon and I Am Weasel, voiced by Lieutenant Commander Worf himself, Michael Dorn, who I've been lucky enough to voice a few video games with.
Sir, I protest. I am not a merry man.
On the contrary, Lieutenant Worf.
Weasel is intelligent, popular, and successful at anything he does. Baboon is, well, pretty much just the exact opposite.
Not to detract from the vision of my predecessor, but by making these minor adjustments, the bridge can be completed by 7 o'clock this evening instead of 7 years' time.
Baboon is extremely jealous of Weasel's success and feels overshadowed, so he makes it his personal goal to outshine his friend, although it never works out and Weasel is forced to save the day before becoming its own show. I Am Weasel was originally a segment on Cow and Chicken. In fact, keep an eye out for a certain red guy in some of the episodes.
I thought you'd never find me hiding out in a weasel cartoon. Get a dance.
Number 7. Space Ghost Coast to Coast. When you feel
I
too
know
old
some
to
of
fight
y'all
crime
have watched it
anymore,
on Adult
there's only
Swim
one thing left
back
to
in the
do.
day.
Force two former villains to help you host your very own talk show, right?
Suck it in, Ghost, and prepare to die.
Not while I'm alive. Medical school!
That's what Space Ghost did, and it worked out just fine for him. Every episode, he interviews famous celebrities through the TV near his desk, usually asking about their superpowers or their secret identities. His old enemies, Zorak and Moltar, work as his band leader and director-producer respectively, and they do not hide how much they hate working for him.
Hey, it's me watching me! Watching me! Watching me! Simpleton.
Awkward, childish, and forces his enemies to work for him? Sounds like Hollywood. I mean, who else could host an animated talk show better than Space Ghost? Or should we call him Tad Ghostal now?
Tad Ghostal.
Tag Ghostal? Really? Stick with Space Ghost. Much cooler.
I agree.
Wouldn't really work on the babes too much in a vibe.
I
Yep.
agree.
Number 6. Cow and Chicken. You think your family's weird? Try having a cocky chicken for a big brother, a silly cow for a little sister, and two possibly insane parents only seen from the knee down. That's pretty much life for Cow and Chicken, and it only gets stranger from there.
Will you be eating anything while we're away?
Sure, I'm in a spine for my limp and lifeless body.
These barnyard siblings can be seen facing surreal problems that every child worries about, like getting a job, or getting stuck on the roof with your cousin Boneless. Yeah, that happened to me.
Mom and Dad will never find us. We're lost. Marooned forever.
Every so often, they'll even end up wrapped up in some scheme set up by their pantless antagonist, the red guy. Fear not, though. Whenever her big brother is in trouble, Cow will save the day as the Spanish-speaking super cow. Yes, you heard that right. Number 5. Johnny Bravo. If you're trying to get a girlfriend, we have one very helpful tip for you. Don't be Johnny Bravo. Johnny's a dense womanizer that flirts with anything with a pretty face, even genies from a toaster, and usually gets nothing but pain or embarrassment in return, which is still funny for us to watch.
Sweet.
They should have wished for her to be in love with him.
Nights back at your place. Oh, yeah.
Heck, some sometimes he even ends up accompanied by unexpected guests like Adam West or the Scooby Gang. Don't ask.
Hey, Jane, what do you say we give this guy a lift? Jenkins?
Johnny may not ever find the perfect girl, but at least he has two that do care an awful lot about him. The talkative little Susie, and of course his own Mama. He may be a meathead, but Johnny will always have everyone doing the monkey with him. At least until a pretty girl punches him to the floor.
Come on, perfect.
The monkey? Hey, everybody! Do the monkey!
Number 4. Ed, and Eddie. For most kids, summer is a time for having
Ed
fun
and
in
Ed
the
does
sun.
not deserve to be on
For
number
Ed,
4.
Double D, and Eddie, summer only means two things: cash and jawbreakers. Yes, jawbreakers.
A little childhood drama builds character.
The Eds are the perfect mismatched trio. Eddie is the greedy leader of the crew. Double D is the neat freak genius who rocks the pedal steel guitar. And Ed is the lovable goofball who adores chickens. Yes, I read that right.
Oh, please, Eddie, can we get a chicken? Come on, Eddie. Oh, please, Eddie, let's get a chicken.
Together, these three best friends try to scam their oddball neighbors out of their money to buy jawbreakers. But it doesn't always end well for our favorite dorks. When they aren't scamming the other kids, they can also be seen trying to fit in with the popular crowd, or running away from the love-struck Caper sisters. Yeah. Number 3. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Okay,
Who else is
that
brave enough
deserves
to deal with the strange creatures
that
and ghastly people
courage-
in the middle of nowhere?
deserves that spot number 3.
The spirit of the harvest.
Ironically, it's Courage the Cowardly Dog. Abandoned as a puppy, he was found by the kind and motherly Muriel and her bitter old husband, Eustace. When spooky things start happening in nowhere, Courage naturally does what any of us would do and scream for his life, while still finding the means to stand up against any and all danger to protect his family, even if Eustace treats him like a stupid dog.
Stupid dog.
The elderly couple is usually oblivious when things get hairy, but you can count on Courage to know when things are about to go south, which they usually did.
Two ends on a different story. What took them so long?
Number 2, Dexter's Laboratory. It's hard being a boy genius.
I'm stuck and I'll be stuck forever. Oi, my sister.
Good thing Dexter's got his secret laboratory, where he can perform
that
some
was
of the
childhood
greatest
memories.
experiments the world has never seen. See, thankfully, no one else knows about his secret lab, except of course his sweet yet oh so ditzy older sister, Dee Dee. I think actually she was surprisingly smart, but that's just me.
I told you I could help to catch that mouse, and so I did. See?
Her constant break-ins and meddling only spelled trouble for his experiments, and hilarity for the rest of us. When he's not dealing with the antics of his stupid sister, he's either saving the world from a catastrophe he's likely caused, or battling his eternal nemesis, Mandark. Mandark.
Yes, Dexter, I can read your thoughts, and I am smarter than you.
Even though Dexter's a scientific mastermind, there's still a lot about life that even he doesn't understand, like girls. But that's okay. Even the smartest boy in the world still has a lot to learn. Now, before we reveal our number 1 tune, here are a few honorable mentions.
I remember this.
Television. Wow. Let's watch. Maybe Action Guy is on. Where are we?
Oh,
Wherever it is.
you know Johnny Quills is part of some people's childhood.
See ya? Got it? Good. Number 1, the Powerpuff Girls.
Sugar. Spice. And everything nice.
Take some sugar and spice and everything nice, add some chemical X, and what do you get? The perfect little superheroines, that's what. With their awesome superpowers, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup protect the city of Townsville from any and all evil. Blossom is the brainy leader, who's as cool as her icy breath. Bubbles is the joy and laughter, who can also be pretty hardcore.
I'll show them. I'll prove that I can be hardcore.
Buttercup is the brawn, but who secretly has a sensitive side deep down. Together, they take down giant monsters and dangerous foes like Mojo Jojo, him, and a plethora of other creatively crazy foes.
You didn't destroy them at all, did you?
So, if there's trouble in Townsville, you can be sure that the day will be saved, thanks to the Powerpuff Girls. Now, more than ever, since the show was revived in 2016. That about wraps up our countdown. Thanks for joining me on this most awesome trip back to the retro rockiness of Cartoon Network. And if you enjoyed my snackable sarcasm or happen to be a Disney addict, video gamer, or lover of Marvel magic, be sure to follow me on my Twitter and Instagram at Cressida. And if you didn't, well, at least I had fun.
You are so swell.
Tell me about it. No, I mean really, tell me more about it.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Watch Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
Now, there are a few Cartoon Network shows that are listed that I had to disagree on. See, we all know how Dexter's Lab used to be, but it really helped some of us trying to learn how to be even more smarter and be more intelligent. Now, Ed and Nettie, it's not just all about comedy, scams, jawbreakers and stuff, but it was also about, friendship and brotherhood. And in Ed and Nettie's Big Picture show, they really was not just talking about money or jawbreakers. They were just about trying to be a brotherhood that sticks together as they are best friends. Now, some of y'all might hate what I say or agree to disagree, but I want to know what y'all think in the comments down below, because basically it'd be best if I know y'all opinions about it. So post your comments down below. Make sure to also subscribe to WatchMojo.com, and also make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram at Diesel687. This is your boy Ronnie D, and this is Diesel Reactions.
Well, I'm about to spend my whole life cutting corners, blazing blame. Any moment this could catch fire.